That
right there
is the most important piece, I think. Anyone can, if you take one thing away from this episode, forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. You're not giving the other person necessarily anything. You're freeing yourself from that ick and that resentment and that anger.
Yes, but we're like programmed to think that forgiveness is like a gift we're giving that person instead of ourselves.
Welcome back to another episode of Till the Wheels Fall Off. I'm Matt.
I'm Paige.
Quit laughing at me.
I love how you looked at the camera.
Well, we're on YouTube now, and I have to acknowledge the fact that thing's over there, or I'll forget.
Hey.
It's tough to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are back from a trip to the land of the most glorious weather I've ever experienced this time of year. Mm-hmm. It's like 110 degrees here, and up there it was like in the daytime, 72, perfectly blue skies, crisp air. In the evenings, it was like 55 degrees, which is like hoodie weather in the evenings. Mm-hmm. I'm on the record of saying this. Every night should require a hoodie. That should just be a thing.
We wear hoodies anyway. Look
we
at
do,
us.
But we keep the house super cold to
Yeah,
do
we
it.
do.
God needs to rework his plan about weather and just make sure that no matter where you are in the world, every night is 55 degrees and it's hoodie weather. So you can have s'mores and campfires every night. Anyway, it was great. We got up. We got out of here.
8 expensive oysters. Why are oysters $3.50 a piece?
Yeah, can you imagine that? The first guy that found an oyster was like, what is this trash? Little did he know that one day someone would charge us $3 a pop for that little thing.
Oh, good.
They were delicious. I think we ate most of the seafood in the Atlantic last week.
Yeah, for sure. We have a lot of mercury in our bodies right now.
Man, it was so good though. Let me tell you, we ate oysters, we ate crab, we ate lobster, we ate pizza.
Lobster.
We ate
that right.
ice cream.
Did
all
we
of
eat
it.
ice cream?
Yeah, remember?
Oh,
You don't remember?
I don't.
Okay, well, we did.
All right, well, it was a great trip. We ate a lot of yummy food.
Your ice cream was blue. You remember it now? Super blue.
No.
Yeah.
Where the hell did I eat blue ice cream? What are you even talking about?
At Ben and Jerry's up in Maine.
Oh, yeah, we went to Ben and Jerry's. It was like a marshmallow ice cream. Yeah, it was good. Okay. Sorry.
It's all coming back to me now.
I forgot we went to Ben and Jerry's. My bad.
Yeah. Anyway, it was amazing. It was amazing, man.
Okay.
Much needed.
Yeah.
And we're back to discuss what listeners have requested from us. An episode on forgiveness. Mm-hmm. I can't say it without thinking it.
Do it.
Forgiveness is more than saying sorry. If you guys have ever seen the movie
I think it's Just Friends.
Just Friends,
Yeah, it was Ryan Reynolds
and Anna Faris.
Yeah, I love her. She's so freaking hilarious.
From the moment you said I want to do an episode on forgiveness, I was reading your message and this started just been playing in my head for a week
and
now.
that's going to be in my head, so thanks, dear.
So as we talk about this, I'm trying my best not to go back there. And if you haven't seen the movie, check it out. But anyway, an episode on forgiveness, what forgiveness is,
right,
how to achieve it. Do people deserve it? Do you deserve it? How do you give it? What is it? So we're going to get into it. Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
All right.
I'm leaning on you heavy here.
Okay.
Because I'm the jerk that made you have to forgive. Therefore, this is your episode.
Oh, forgive you, right? Yeah.
Hey, I'm getting a look right now that she still has yet to do this.
No, I've totally forgiven you, but it's a huge process. So forgiveness is like, it's not what a lot of people think. You think that when you forgive somebody, you're like condoning their behavior and everything is peachy keen and you're supposed to let go and whatever. But forgiveness is totally different than that.
Yeah, it's not this nice wrapped up little package of just like, we're cool. Let's go back to the way things were.
Right. It is very situational. Situational?
Totally.
Okay.
You got it. Nailed that,
right?
man.
Right?
It's a $5 word.
Suck at vocabulary. Kiss my ass.
She actually doesn't.
Okay. Well, this is just something that's like, I want people to understand that forgiveness just doesn't happen overnight. It's not like a one-time event where you just like say, okay, I'm just going to forgive somebody and everything is cool. I mean, it really requires some like patience and empathy and actual self-reflection. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it does. I think.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, absolutely. I think that when most people think about forgiveness, because I'm most people, I think, it's sort of like, forget about it. Yeah. And you just move on.
Right.
And you sweep that under the rug and let's go about our business.
Right.
There are also times where you've been put into a position where you might quote unquote forgive someone, and you can never really actually do it.
Yeah.
So it's dynamic. There's a lot of moving parts to this. As it pertains to our conversation, this came from a group of people that are dealing with a loved one, generally a partner, I think. I don't think I'm out of line saying that. It's usually a partner of theirs who has done them dirty.
Multiple times.
Has done them wrong.
Yeah.
Over the years.
Right.
Time and time again. And they want to forgive, but they're not sure, A, if they should, and B, how to go about it. And what does that mean moving forward?
Yeah, and this is also for forgiving yourself as well. A lot of people in our group that have asked about this, they've had issues with forgiving themselves.
Yeah, there's stuff that we've done that it's tough to forgive yourself for.
Right, you hold on too tight.
Like, oof, I'm never letting that go. You just live with the shame that goes along with it.
Right, which gets you stuck.
Okay, so tell me what forgiveness is then.
Okay.
Like, what does healthy forgiveness look like?
So letting go of anger and resentment towards someone who has wronged you. That's like the whole point of forgiveness. You want to let go of that anger. When you haven't forgiven somebody, I was going to say something else and it did not pop out right in my mouth. I'm sorry. When you haven't forgiven somebody, you're usually pretty freaking angry, right? Like you're so mad at this person that you want them to feel pain.
Yeah. This is the biatch of resentment. Resentment. I've heard more, quirky things about resentment in my decade in AA than you could ever imagine. But resentment is like feeding a stray cat.
I used to hate it when you said
They
that.
go away when you stop feeding them.
Yeah.
Resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die.
Yeah. We can rationally say these things.
I know.
You have said that. That's why I'm like pausing because you know where I'm going.
I know
with
where you're
this.
going. I'm leading you into this.
Because
I
you
teed
have
it up for you.
literally told me to do this for 10 freaking years.
Tell me why I was wrong in saying those things at the time.
I wasn't ready to forgive somebody or forgive their issues because I thought I was condoning something.
And the fact that this behavior was still happening.
Yeah, I was going to say that too, is that it's a continual pattern of behaviors that never change. So it's hard to forgive somebody who's continually doing the same thing over and over again and hurting you.
Forgive someone in the traditional sense that we're just like, we're good, shaking their hands. Hey, we're fine now.
Right. Because that's
Without
what
any
I
closure.
thought forgiveness was.
Yeah.
But that's not what it is. So did you want me to say what else it is?
I teed that up for you. We've been doing this for a minute now.
Doing what?
We've got 10,000 people that listen to this thing. We're not, yeah. Go on, sis.
Okay, so I'm just going to say it's a process of healing and moving forward. It's acknowledging the pain caused by someone's actions.
Yeah.
It's empathizing with the person who wronged you. That's hard.
Ooh.
It's setting boundaries to protect yourself from further harm. It's releasing uncomfortable emotions and finding peace. It's taking responsibility for your own healing and happiness. And it's a gift to yourself. It's a gift you give yourself, not necessarily the other person.
That right there.
Yep. That right there.
Is the most important piece, I think. Anyone can, if you take one thing away from this episode, forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. You're not giving the other person necessarily anything. You're freeing yourself from that ick and that resentment and that anger.
Yes, but we're like programmed to think that forgiveness is like a gift we're giving that person instead of ourselves.
Yeah, it's for you.
Right.
Not for them.
Right.
Not for them.
Yeah.
Like you make amends for other people, but letting go of resentment is for you.
Yeah. So I'm going to say these things that forgiveness isn't, so that you can see that this is not, there's a gray area with all of this. It's not all or nothing, black or white. It's always a gray area.
Can I say something?
Yeah,
real quick?
Go for it.
So before you get to what forgiveness isn't, let me just relate this back to this thing that I've worked through with, I don't know how many people over the years. Generally, when people have a drinking problem, an addiction of some kind, it's tied to a lot of deep-seated resentment. And so we worked through a lot of this stuff in a list of resentments, like what makes you angry? What makes you tick? What do you stay mad at? Because a lot of people, when they feel that feeling, that anger and that resentment, for lack of a better term, they want to go away. And so they numb, they take stuff to do it. Some of them are like very justified. Like there are some people who've been physically or sexually abused.
Right.
There are some others where it's like, I hate the IRS. It's like, yeah, man, we all do. But what are we going to do about that? You know, death and taxes, death and taxes, 2 guarantees in life. But they can eat away us in different ways. And the one thing that I wanted to make the point of is that when these people are angry, when I was doing this stuff too, and I had my anger and resentment, the only person that really suffered was me.
Yeah.
You know, like I was drinking at things and drinking at people, and I was trying to take it away, but who suffered? Me and my loved ones.
Right.
It's a screwed up cycle we put ourselves in.
It's no different for the codependent. We get so normal into our anger. Like that's it's comfortable to be in that anger.
Isn't anger comfortable sometimes?
It is, because it's what you know. It's what you've normalized. It's like that's your pattern of behavior, and it's scary to get out of it because you don't know what it's like on the other side.
Yeah, you put it perfectly. There's something so comforting about being in anger. Like for me, it was always it felt like a familiar place for me for some reason. Like, I don't know if I was just wired that way from the get-go, but I just always felt like I was sharper when I was angry, and like I was
more in
had
control.
More purpose.
Like,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you just said it. Like, felt like I had some semblance of control.
Exactly.
When I was mad at people and I was doing things to spite other people, and it kind of feels good in a way.
Yeah, it's like a release.
But it's dangerous, man.
Very dangerous, because it gets worse and worse and worse, and then it becomes a very unhealthy outlet.
All right, so I think those were nice little subtext to that. So let's get what you were about to talk about, which is, what is forgiveness not? Forgiveness isn't what?
Ignoring or denying the harm caused by someone's actions.
Oh man, that's deep. Can we dig into that for just a second?
Yeah.
So when you forgive someone, you're not ignoring or denying yourself that these things happened.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Right.
That's huge.
It's not a one-time event that erases the past. Mm-hmm. So what I said earlier, it's like it's a process. It's not something that can be happen like that. It's not that simple. Excusing or justifying the harm caused by someone's actions. That's not what forgiveness is. Absolving the person of responsibility for their actions.
Yeah, you're not doing that when you forgive.
Mm-mm. But it feels
why do we feel that way?
I don't know.
Why do we feel like when we forgive someone, it's condoning?
It's like we're condoning.
It's kind of like that validation versus condoning thing.
It's like we're allowing them to win when we know we've been harmed.
Oh yeah, it's like you just won on me. Yeah. I just gave you that.
Yeah, it's an ego thing.
You get to chalk that one up on your little list of people that I've screwed over in life, and I'm that person.
Yeah.
Not on my watch, pal.
Right. So also, like, it's not allowing the person to continue to hurt you. Did I say that before? No. I did the other one because that was a big one. Allowing the person to continue to hurt you. Like, this doesn't mean we're allowing this to happen. It's all for you. It's not for the other person.
Yeah.
Relying on someone else to make things right for you. And then, like we said earlier, a gift you give to the person who wronged you. It's not the forgiveness is all about you. It's almost, it's not selfish, but it is a very big form of self-care.
What's that?
Forgiving someone.
Yes. Oh, it's huge.
Yes.
It's vital, I think, to release yourself of that anger so that you can live in peace and you can live without that resentment that fuels the anger and the spite and the thoughts. Like, I'm one of these people that I can have conversations in my head, like full-blown conversations with someone. When I've been wronged by somebody, I can replay that tape and like, I will talk to myself. Like, if you filmed me in my car, you would think that I'm insane.
No, we all do that. That's
okay. It's not just me here?
No, that's not
I went out on a limb. I was making sure.
No, that's pretty normal. We all do that. We put these fake scenarios in our heads.
Man, and I will fight with people and argue with people and stand up for myself, and I will do all these things. But in that moment, like, I'm angry. Like, if you were to take my pulse, it's higher. Like, I'm not at peace. I'm not thinking about being present. I'm not thinking about what I need to do to be better today. I'm just freaking angry. Yeah. It's almost like an addiction in itself. Like,
exactly.
It feels kind of good.
Exactly.
So when we forgive, it's for us.
Yep.
Just be selfish about it. It is self-care.
Yes.
It is self-care. All right. So I think that's huge. We've kind of distinguished what forgiveness actually is and what it isn't. I think what it isn't is more powerful than what it actually is.
Agreed.
Because what it isn't really defines all the things, like the misnomers we have about forgiveness in itself. It's like, all these things you think it is, it's not. It's not. It's not just forgiving this person for like continued abuse. It's not forgiving them for allowing to continue to hurt you.
Exactly. It's not allowing them. It's not excusing or justifying.
Right.
Which I've always felt that way. Like, no, I'm supposed to be mad right now.
Yeah.
I deserve to be mad right now. I was treated poorly.
Yeah.
How dare you? I need to be angry. I don't want to forgive you. How dare you? I allow that happen. Why would I let you win?
Yeah.
F that.
And like we're sitting here bashing anger like really bad. And like anger ain't all bad. Anger serves a purpose.
Yeah.
I think that
it's a red flag.
Yeah, anger serves a purpose. I think that all emotions are created equally. And so like I look at them all like they serve a purpose in me. So like when I'm angry, it's obvious that I've been harmed. Sometimes I'm in the wrong and
Right.
it's my ego, but other times it's there to let me know that like someone's crossed a boundary that maybe I didn't even know existed.
There you go.
You know?
Yep.
So
you
it is
just said
important. It is important, but if you keep it around too long, it will just rot you from the inside.
Yeah.
Man, it's terrible. So when it comes to forgiveness, possibly the most difficult thing, and let me provide some context. So I'm thinking about the way that I've worked through this myself and the way that I work other people through this when I'm working through the steps with them and coaching them sobriety and whatnot. There have been people that I've worked with who have been deeply harmed by others. And I say that because I can pretty much always find someone's part in a disagreement where they have a resentment. Like if you're resentful at the IRS, like that stupid example, because you didn't file your taxes correctly, you're mad because you hid income. Like, come on, man, you have a part in that.
Yeah.
What about when you're a child and you're abused?
Yeah.
You don't have a part in that.
No.
And so you sit there and your heart just breaks for this person because it's like, dude, they didn't do anything wrong. They didn't do anything wrong. This person's just, revealing their soul and like what this has done to them. And like in that moment, I'm like, the only part that you have in this is that you are now in your 40s and this defines you. Right. And that you're not a survivor. You are still living in this. Mm-hmm. And so when I worked through this stuff, how do you forgive something like that? How do you forgive someone that has gaslit you into insanity and stolen 10 years of your life? How do you forgive someone that's lied to your face? How do you forgive someone that's put your children in danger or your lives in danger? How do you forgive someone that's just, done you wrong for years and years and years? So a way that I found effective is you have to separate the abuse from the abuser. Mm-hmm. So the abuse cannot be forgotten, nor do I think it should be forgotten. But the abuser is different. You can forgive an abuser. And the way you do that is you have to look at someone who is causing abuse as someone who is deeply hurt themselves. Like the old saying, hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
It's very much like that, where you've got someone who is, rather than looking at them as a monster who has just caused you harm, you have to think of that person as incredibly sick. Mm-hmm. And form some sort of empathy.
Yes.
Now, in the situation where you've been sexually abused as a child, that's incredibly effing difficult.
Right.
That's incredibly difficult to know that this person is so sick that they would harm a child, but they're out there. And these people are sick. You have to realize that normal people don't act this way. Sick people act this way. Sick people cause abuse. People who are deeply disturbed cause abuse. And in just maybe a glimmer of that, I can find some empathy sometimes. Mm-hmm. Just enough to say, I can forgive you, but I will never forgive the abuse, nor will I forget it. And nor do I have to. You don't have to forgive the abuse. That's what boundaries are for.
Right. Moving
forward are rules of engagement for what it's like to be in a relationship with me. And I can see your face now. You're kind of reflecting on this stuff and like living through this. Like How
did you know?
I know you, man.
Holy
what are you talking
crap.
about?
I'm sorry. Keep going.
I know what you're going to say before you say it. We lived together for like ever. Whole lives, like raised in a cage together, basically, like. A quick break in the action to let you know about an exciting development in the TUFO universe. When we started this thing, we said we would never work with an advertiser or company unless it's something that we believed in and we already use.
If you're looking for professional, affordable mental health care, look no further than Taylor Counseling Group, your trusted source for accessible therapy in Texas. Taylor Counseling Group believes that everyone deserves premium mental health care, regardless of their income level. That's why they offer reliable and affordable services at 12 locations across Texas. They've made affordability a priority. They are in network with most major insurance, and the standard private rate is only $100 per session, significantly lower than many other practices offering the same high-quality therapy. They believe that getting the help you need shouldn't drain your wallet. Scheduling an appointment is quick and easy with their convenient online booking tool. No complicated processes or long wait times. They value your time and ensure that you can access the care you deserve without any hassle.
At Taylor Counseling Group, they believe in a personalized approach to therapy. The professionally trained counselors offer a diverse range of services, including individual counseling, couples counseling, family therapy, play therapy for children, and even specialized techniques like cognitive processing and existential psychotherapy. They're here to help you navigate life's challenges and develop a personalized treatment plan tailored to your unique goals. Taylor Counseling Group is your partner on the path to mental wellness. Experience professional, affordable care that puts you first. Visit their website, taylorcounselinggroup.com, or call them today to schedule an appointment and tell them Tufo Couple sent you. A link and phone number is going to be available in the show notes. And back to the action. But anyway, I would love for you to open up a little bit and talk about what we went through and what I put you through and how you were able to forgive. Or have you forgiven it all? I don't know. Like, have you forgiven it all?
Yes, I have forgiven. I have forgiven you because you've changed your ways. That's the difference. You have been able to show me that you don't treat me how you treated me before. That's kind of different. So the hard part is forgiving people who are continually hurting you.
Yeah.
That's the hard part.
Yeah. And so how do you do that?
Well, I have some guides on that. But
heck yeah.
But for me personally, like within our situation, it did take a long time for me to forgive you. But I just admired you for being open and honest and working on what you've done to hurt me, that you don't do that anymore. So yeah, I forgave you. I forgave you for the lies and the manipulation and all of it. And
as the abuser, I had to come to terms with the fact that I had done these things and make amends, proper amends, which is, proper apology has 3 parts. Yeah, 3 parts. What I did was wrong. I feel terribly that I've hurt you. And what can I do to make that right? And in our case, it was living amends. It's like, there's nothing you can do to take back what you did. Like, there's nothing you can do that will make me feel okay about putting our daughter in danger, taking her to drug dealers' houses, and driving drunk with the family in the car. Like, I can never make that right. But the one thing I could do is make a solemn oath to you to be better every single day and to make living amends for that damage. That's all you can do when you hurt someone that terribly. Yeah. It's a hard thing.
Thank you, though.
Well, you're worth it.
You are worth it, dear.
So, separating abuse from the abuser does not mean that you excuse or justify their actions. And it means you're recognizing that people are incredibly complex and that the person who hurt you is dealing with their own struggles as well. Yep. And their own challenges, their own difficulties. That's how you do it. And in that moment, you will be able to find some glimmer of empathy. Yes. To say, I can forgive that person. The actions, though, I will not tolerate. Right. That's how you, moving forward, that's it essentially draws your boundary for you. Yeah. Like, I can forgive you, but this happens again. You'd be kidding me, dude. Yeah. Like, I will cut you. Damn. So if you're struggling to separate the abuse from the abuser, legitimately, it may be helpful to seek the advice of a therapist or counselor, coach, someone who's been through this before. Because it is every issue like this is incredibly complex, and no one can. It may be tough for you to just look at your situation with your own eyes and say, "Oh, that's what you do." You maybe have to have a different set of eyes to look at that. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so when we're talking about like the how of this, how in the world do you forgive someone who is continuing to hurt you, or someone who has hurt you badly and has not really made that right? How do you cope with this? How do you deal with this stuff? Okay, so we actually have a guide on our website to help people go through this process. And I've actually done something similar to this with some situations in my life. And it's been very beneficial because it helps you really look at the situation in different perspectives. So I'm just going to kind of go through this quickly. Oh, this is a thick guide. This thing's like thick. I knew it was like, I guess on a computer.
You don't know what our guides look like? Damn.
On a
honey,
computer,
I
it doesn't seem as
appreciate
long.
that.
This happened to me earlier too. I printed out some emails to send letters out to the kids, and it was like 4 pages. I'm like, wow, on the computer doesn't seem that long.
Okay. Well, the guide will give you a lot of information that we have discussed on the podcast.
Tons of information.
First thing you're going to do is identify the person or situation that you need to forgive. So it could be a specific person who has wronged you or a situation that has caused you pain or trauma.
It can also be an institution, people, places, things, nouns, any of those.
Okay.
Just saying. Yeah. Because there's some people like, they're not mad necessarily at a person. They're
mad
at
a whole, like a group, a thing. It's,
I don't mean to make light of this, but we want to hear a funny one that was on mine. Insurance.
You're stupid.
Insurance.
Oh my God.
They're the only people who are allowed to be racist, sexist, and ageist, and they call it risk.
This is, I don't understand. You get so bent out of shape over the dumbest things, but like serious shit in our lives where it's like really affecting you. You're just like, oh, no, Paige sure as hell can grind an axe there.
That's not true.
It is true.
I get mad about those things and the dumb stuff. That's all.
No, that's such bull.
That's
It's like,
the
it blows
dumb
my mind.
stuff.
I guess that's where the yin and yang comes in though with us and where we kind of balance each other out because I deal with the heavy shit, HSP in me, I guess. Is that what it is?
There is something to that, and I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but your depth of processing and your awareness of subtleties does play into the way that you feel and process and resent and feel anger, for sure. I'm a dummy. You are not.
Thanks. I like how you saved that
I am
there.
a simpleton. You are not.
Well, a lot of the times
your brain works a hell of a lot harder than mine.
In our relationship, it's always been like, Paige, get over it. You like I said earlier, grind an axe. I still don't understand what the fuck that means, but you've said that to me in our relationship probably 100 times.
Do you not understand what that means?
No.
Okay, so like think of like the old blacksmiths, like the ding, ding.
Yeah.
Those guys would grind an axe to sharpen it.
Okay.
And so as you're grinding the axe, you're sharpening it, you're thinking about who you're going to kill with it. You're like, oh yeah.
Okay, so
I'm going to cut that bear's head off for stealing my food.
I just think you misunderstand me when it comes to like resentment and things. It's like, no, I'm just not allowing people to, step all over me. I'm not going to be a doormat anymore.
And that's why I respect you. That's why I've always valued the way that you look at principles and values, and you're like, these are the rules, okay? And you just stick by them.
You hate my rules.
Where I have these like sometimes flexible morals, and I struggle with that.
Flexible morals.
It's
like when you told me that my moral compass is too high.
Too strong, man. Sometimes you gotta cheat a little bit. Sometimes you gotta cross the crosswalk when that little white walking dude's not on the thing, Like, no one's gonna care. There's no one around here.
Okay, I'm not gonna give you shit. But I've forgiven you for all the shit, and I still love you, and I'm still here for you, and I'm like, you still live up to my values. So kiss my ass when you keep telling me that I grind an axe or whatever that means.
I'll quit saying it. Apparently, this is a triggering topic. I am sorry.
Well, I told you this was a triggering topic.
Yeah, she did. Going into this, she's like, get ready because I might snap at you.
Okay, so you've tried to get me to do a forgiveness episode since like
the very beginning,
from the very beginning. And I'm like, I'm not ready for that. I'm just going to be real with everybody. I'm not ready for that because it is a difficult topic.
It's intense, man.
For a lot of reasons. But anyway, so let's go back into the steps because I got sidetracked here.
Forgot how I did that. I'm sorry. I had this gift about sidetracking you.
I did it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Ha.
I love you. Anyway, okay, so you're identifying the person or situation or place, as Matt says. Next, you're going to reflect on the harm that was caused. Like, how has it impacted you? Write down your thoughts and feelings with no judgment or censorship. Like, put it all on paper.
Out.
Be honest with yourself about the pain and anger you may be feeling. Y'all, I did this for years in my journal. My pain and my anger and my feelings are all over a journal that I have in my room that I wrote probably a year straight, actually. And it may not make sense, but I was very open with how I felt on things.
Hugely important. I mean, it really is. It's cathartic when you're doing that stuff.
It is, and don't hold back.
It's how you process.
Don't hold back.
Have to feel it.
Yep. All right, next you're going to practice empathy, which is what we've been talking about. Try to put yourself in the shoes of the person who hurt you and consider what may have motivated their actions. Were they struggling with their own pain or trauma? Were they acting out of fear or insecurity? Just I try to do that, and I try to put myself in other people's shoes all the time. It's almost it almost goes too far for me. And a curse where it's like, I'll put myself in the other person's shoes.
Too much empathy, maybe.
To where it's like, oh man, was I really wrong in this? Maybe they are right about this. And I question everything. And then I really lose myself because I'm putting myself into their shoes too much.
Yeah.
So there's a line.
And it is like, so once again, separating the abuser from the abuse. Write down what the abuse was in the previous steps. So you can see that and you feel that and you remember that. And then you go to the abuser and like, this is a common one for a lot of people when it comes to parents. Like, I mean, no one's parents are perfect, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that probably the most common thing that people end up in therapy over is like their parents. Like, that's like the whole joke, right? Like when you mess with your kids, you're like, that's going to cost me 20 years of therapy one day, stuff like that. Like when you mess with them. And
I'm not going to touch that one.
So it's a joke, but it's not. So when you think about your parents, remember these are people too, and there's no telling what kind of upbringing they had to cause them to display the type of behavior that has led to you being in therapy or treatment.
Just
or
remember,
using
this
drugs.
is not you condoning their behavior. This is literally having empathy for somebody and just seeing where they might have wronged you.
Truly.
Why? Why?
The abuse isn't okay. We're just trying to have some empathy, because empathy is essential in order to forgive.
It is. All right. Next, you're going to write a letter to the person that you need to forgive. And this is for your benefit.
No one sees this but you.
It is not necessarily for the other person to see. You're going to express your feelings about what happened, how it impacted you, and be clear and specific, but don't blame or attack.
Just owning your feelings, like, this is how I felt when this happened.
Right.
State the facts, and this is how I felt.
Yes. And then you're going to focus on forgiveness. So in the letter, express your willingness to forgive the person who hurt you. This doesn't mean that you forget what happened or that you condone their actions. It simply just means that you're ready to let go of the anger and resentment and move forward with your life. That's the whole point and purpose of this.
So you said a really crucial word in there.
What?
Willingness.
Yep.
Is different than the action of actually forgiving.
Right.
And the process of becoming willing to forgive someone to actually forgiving someone can take quite some time.
Oh, yeah.
But just being willing to forgive them, just give yourself that. I'm willing to forgive.
Yeah.
That's so freeing, and it's non-committal. You don't have to go out and do it necessarily, but being willing takes a huge burden off of your heart, and in time leads to the act of actually forgiving them.
Yeah. Yep. So after that, you just take the time to reflect on the process, reflect on your feelings.
Yeah.
And you may want to revisit this letter and make changes as you continue to work through your emotions.
Yeah.
Because things can change over time.
This stuff's so complex. Mm-hmm. It's so complex. And if it's someone that you interact with on a regular basis, then it's going to change over time.
Absolutely.
The guide on our website it's got a ton of good information here. I don't want to dissect every piece of it, but we've talked about boundaries before. And so when we talk about abuse, when we talk about needing to forgive someone, I think that sort of like this elephant in the room is like, what if this person like lives in my house with me and like they do this crap every day, but I want to forgive them. I don't want to be sick. I don't want to live with this resentment. Mm-hmm. It's eating me away from the inside. How do I forgive that person? I think that you've got to start with boundaries.
Yep.
You have to start with boundaries, or you're never going to get to the point where you're able to forgive, because it's still ongoing abuse.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Forgiveness happens when it stops, when the abuse is stopped, when you've either put an end to it, or you've put a boundary up so firm that they're not able to touch you anymore.
Exactly.
Remember, boundaries are for you.
There. Yep.
They're not for the other person. They're for you. Forgiveness is also for you. These are self-care tools.
Yes.
These aren't like bullets to use against somebody.
Right.
This is how to save yourself, save your mind, save your peace. Get to the point where it's like, you can't afford the rent in my head. As a matter of fact, I'm evicting you from it.
Yeah.
Get out of my head.
Yeah.
But that's not possible without boundaries. I think We've got an episode on that. We've got guides on that as well, and they go hand in hand.
Yes.
Because I think that's the obvious question we're going to get is like, well, how do you forgive someone that still does this every day and they're going to do it again tomorrow?
Right.
So
that's where you're putting your boundaries up, and you can change that.
I think you can still do a piece of this thing. I think you can still find the empathy piece of it.
Yep.
But you don't have to tolerate it. That's
it's very
up to you.
similar to detaching with love as well.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
A lot of these concepts are so
they all
fluid.
go in the same bucket.
Sort of realm, yeah.
Yes. And we really didn't touch on how to forgive yourself and things. And I think this is all it's a very similar process. I mean,
It is. Like when you look at, forgiving myself.
what did I do?
What did I do to myself? What did I do to other people that I can't forgive myself for?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that empathy piece, you have to look at who that person was in that moment when that happened.
Well, speak for yourself. What is your experience with forgiveness of yourself?
It's been really tough. Like when so I thought about this. I was like, have I forgiven myself? Like, remember we had this conversation the other day. I'm like, God, man, have I actually? I think in some ways I have never forgiven myself for the actual actions. Like when I think about them, I cringe. Like it makes me want to cry thinking about the shit that I did. But like, am I able to forgive myself in that moment? Yeah, because that was a really sick person who had a lot of pain they hadn't processed or dealt with. And I have empathy for that.
Mm-hmm.
I can deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
But the actions, no. Like, how can you, So in some ways, I think I've forgiven myself because I was able to understand that time in my life that I was incredibly sick and I was dealing with a lot of really difficult stuff. I just didn't know how no one taught me how to deal with this stuff. I wasn't like, I didn't have people around me like telling me like, here's how you deal with anger. Here's how you deal with sadness. Here's how you deal with depression. Like I didn't have that. So I can have empathy for that guy. And I can deal with that. Like I can understand that I've met people the same way who don't mean to hurt other people, but you do because you were really sick in the moment. Like, well, I'm not a bad person. I'm just a sick person. And that's how I was able to forgive myself. But I've never forgiven, and I don't think I'll ever forgive myself like for the specific actions like that. Nah, probably not.
That's deep, baby. I've forgiven you for your stuff.
I mean, I appreciate that. And like, I'm extremely grateful for it. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, but that never should have happened.
Yeah, I understand.
It's tough, man. I mean, and coming from an abuser, like I hope that someone listening can hear this, and like I hope that one day you get this from your abuser. I do. Like I hope I'm not like tooting my own horn over here. Like I'm not like proud of myself for this. I just hope one day you get the closure that the person that has harmed you truly wants to be different and they want to make right by you and they respect you enough to do that. And if they don't, then we've got options there too. Yeah. But I hope that everyone gets that. Like I think if there's any gift I can give my family, it's that. It's
Absolutely.
It's that like, man, I really, 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 really am sorry for doing that. And
so you're living amends.
Yeah, I'm living amends every single day. That's what I'm after now. It's incredibly tough to think about the stuff that you did. And like, no, man. And I don't think I should forgive myself for that stuff because if I do, like, lest I forget and do it again. Like I need to keep that crap fresh sometimes.
Yeah, there's
like,
a gray area there.
Remind myself of the stuff that happened. And
right.
It's important.
Right.
But anyway, I think that's...
Thank you for sharing that.
It's tough. Thank you for asking. I think it's something I've never really, really explored like out loud.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah. I'm just giving you space, honey.
Okay. I think it's worth mentioning that today, June 26th, is Paige's birthday.
Oh.
And real quick, funny story time. So this is like 5 years ago or something. It was about 5 years ago this happened, right? You probably know exactly.
Probably about 5 years ago.
About 5 years ago, y'all. Like we're super close and like great relationship and everything. And like I am such a creature of habit. Like I wake up every morning about 4 and I go to the gym and like I do the same things. Like I go get my coffee. I sit there and I scan the news. 3 cups of coffee. I'm out the door. And on June 26th, like 2018, I got up and I did this and I left the house and you were up at the time.
Yeah, I was up.
You were up, and she didn't say a word to me. She didn't give me a look, like nothing. I just like kissed her, happy, smiled, like walked out the door. And I got about 10 minutes down the road, and I think I forgot my phone or something. And I came back in the house, and she sees the door open up, and she like lights up, and she sees me, and I'm like, I forgot my phone. And she just looks at me and didn't say an effing word, just looked at me, smiled, and kind of goes, okay. I get back to the office. And I sit down at my desk and I open my computer and Windows. It's like Tuesday, June 26th.
Yeah.
And I mean, you talk about like wanting to scream vomit in that moment, like just feeling so disgusted with yourself. And like, I don't forget things like that, especially with you, but it just happened. So today, anyway, get to this point of the story. Today, I woke up and I had a really hectic morning because we're coming off vacation. I'm like kind of out of routine, and I played it kind of. So woke up, she was still asleep. She gets up and she goes in the bathroom to freshen up and stuff like that. And I just kind of wait outside on the other side of the door, and I'm sitting there and I go, all right, I'm out of here. I love you. Bye. And you just go, I love you too. And then I walked around the corner and I just waited. And I just waited and I waited and I waited. And then I was like, oh crap, like this is going to be one of those jokes that turns into like a really painful moment for you when you turn the corner crying. She sat there for like 10 minutes, y'all, because I guess she was just resolute at the fact that I'd forgotten again.
I did.
But I sat there.
I had a feeling it was going to happen.
And she turned the corner. I go, happy birthday. And she was not effing amused. She was like, I was pretty sure you forgot again. And like just very like resolute in the fact that like, yeah, you're a POS and you would do that. And I was like, damn. All right, it was a one-time deal, but okay. So yeah, I've got reminders that buzz on my phone now and let me know like off the bat, like, hey, it's your wife's birthday, dude. Don't forget. So anyway, happy birthday. I love you.
Thanks, babe.
I think everyone that knows you and everyone that hears you and listens to you and interacts with you is better for it. You're an amazing person.
Thanks, babe.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I think that's all we've got.
Yes.
Those guys we mentioned, by the way, you can find those at www.tufo.com. That's twfo.com. And there you can also find plenty of other guides. You can find links to our social media accounts that we keep pretty fed. Paige has been pretty lit on TikTok lately, actually.
Yeah.
She's figured this thing out. Getting some great interactions, some great questions. And by which we will have a fun episode coming soon.
I forgot about that.
An extra episode this week coming out on Friday.
Yes.
Where we will answer listener and engagement questions. People who have asked us questions about dealing with a number of things via TikTok. So if you're not checking us out there, check us out there, interact with us. So be looking forward to that one. I think that's all we've got. It's been a good episode. I really enjoyed this one. It was awesome. It was good. It's been a long time in the making, this episode, but I'm glad we did it. Okay, well, until next time, I am Matt.
I'm Paige.
And we'll see you.
Bye.